So take us back, tell us about the soccer match. Where was it held? And how did all of these events play out? I also understand that one of the people was a 16-year-old lad that was obviously arrested. We don't know on what charges, but we do understand the information that we got is that he was very, very traumatized. So let's go back to you and let's get the context of the story.
Um, Africa for Palestine, alongside other South Africans, went to the South Africa versus Malawi game, an African Championship tournament game hosted at the Loftus Stadium in Pretoria. We went there quite organized, wearing similar T-shirts, having Palestinian flags, and one or two had banners. This particular type of an arrangement is one of the broader Red Card Israel campaigns globally. The Red Card Israel campaign seeks to pressure or to convince FIFA to ban Israel and to expel it from the Football Federation. This is in line with FIFA's rules, FIFA statute, one on human
Time
rights,
around, so I know that he was out of
second
the country.
on discrimination, and many other statutes that Israel violates. In fact, this is not only a South African campaign. If you look at big footballing countries, there is huge support from the fans because we went to the stadium as fans. As the fans, that is pro-Palestine, but also seeking to get Israel out of the FIFA. This is popular in Scotland. In the fan base is like Celtic. This is popular in France with the ultras of Paris Saint-Germain. This is popular with the fans of Arsenal in the UK. This is popular even in our local continent. You look at Tunisia, fans of Esperance. You look at Morocco, fans of Wydad and FAR Rabat. You go to Egypt, you look at Al Akli. They were just here in the country, but they were not so long ago. And they wave Palestinian flags and they show solidarity with Palestine, but also relay the message that Israel must be banned out of FIFA. So this is a popular um, campaign global wide. It is peaceful. It's not disruptive in any form, end, or shape. And fans, whoever goes to the stadium as a fan, has the freedom to wear this and or that and wave this or that flag. So that was the intention of the campaign. It's not something that we just recently started. It's something that's been happening over some time. So when we went to the stadium, we entered the stadium quite well. We were wearing our Red Card Israel T-shirts, and the first half went very well. I think we were South Africans were there to support South Africa. I think in the main, besides the Red Card Israel campaign, really people were there supporting their country. They were happy we were winning. There was jovial. It's not the mood of the stadium. It was a vibe. If I use today's language. Then in the second half, one of I believe is a plainclothed police officers came in and said we must remove our banners, and we said no, it's fine. If you want to take the banners, you can, but if you can't confiscate them, these are our banners. Where are we gonna find them? He says no, you can come on Monday to the stadium management office and you get your banners. And we said, okay, great, wonderful, you get our banners, no problem. Um, the fellow went for probably a few minutes. He came back with the police contingent. They arrived, clothed in their riot gear, and they said to us, "No, we need to leave." And we said, "No, we do not have. We don't understand why we have to. We bought tickets to this game. We bought tickets to this game. We have a right to be here. We're enjoying the game. South Africa is winning. Why do you want us to leave?" They further said we must give them our T-shirts and we must take them off. And I said, "But come on, you can't do this." When we
Can I
objected,
come in here, Ali? Did
Mhm.
any one of you ask them what, what about our freedom of expression. Surely, if we're not being disruptive, surely if we haven't disturbed the peace, so to speak, at all, we haven't abused any other people at the game, surely it is our right to express our freedom by way of those banners and placards and wearing the attire that we're wearing. Was there an opportunity to have that type of a discussion with the with SAPS?
No, there was not that opportunity. I think what we had said is, look, we were not trying to fight with the subs. We respect the authority. I think it's after the fact that we can raise issues with the local authorities that, look, what you've done on this particular day, we don't appreciate, or what you've done here and here, it was ill discipline on your side, so take the action on. We don't argue with authorities. I mean, we are Africa of Palestine. We protest almost every week. So we work with authorities locally when we do protest, and we respect authorities because they respect our rights. And we had said to them, look, you can take your teachers, we'll leave, no problem. Take the teachers, but wherever you take them, bring them back. Our t-shirts, our banners, don't confiscate our stuff. And we were living as we were living. They had this riot kind of strategy of pushing people, and that's where things really escalated. I think what really sparked the fire is when they pepper sprayed and pushed a very elderly man within our midst. They pepper sprayed him and they pushed him around, and when people objected to this, they formed a ruckus out of it. So they started beating up people who came with us. They started pepper spraying everyone. I was a victim of that action myself. And then there were kids. There were minors. I mean, this is a stadium. You go to watch South Africa. You don't expect to be assaulted. You don't expect minors as young as 5 and 4 years old to be pepper sprayed.
Okay, just hold that thought. We'll come back in a minute or two. Let's go for our first ad break.
You know, it's a wonder how kids get anything done these days. With all the distractions, when do they even get time to study? As a mother, all I can really do is make sure they have all they need to perform at their best. That's why I choose to include Sunfoil, triple refined pure sunflower oil with every meal I make. Naturally cholesterol-free and approved by the Heart and Stroke Foundation as part of a balanced eating plan. So whether I'm cooking, frying or baking, I know every dish will be a wholesome one. Sunfoil, now we're cooking.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, yet many children go to school hungry because of poverty. Penny Appeal South Africa's Breakfast Club aims to get a warm, hearty meal to underprivileged children so they can spend their day prospering in their schoolwork. Help feed a needy learner for only 5 Rand a day, or 150 Rand a month. Or visit our website www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 1100 573 to find out how you can donate. Penny Appeal South Africa. Small change, big difference.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042-203-1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
Valley's Motor Spares. We supply motor spares and accessories for all makes and models of motor cars, LDVs, buckies, trucks, and earth-moving equipment. We deliver on time, every time. Please contact us via WhatsApp on 014-592-0925 or call 014-592-0925 or visit 28 Zenderling Street, Rustenburg. Remember the name, Valley's Motor Spares.
This Eid al-Adha, donate your Qurbani through Africa Muslims Agency. We ensure that your Qurbani not only feeds the poor, but creates sustainable incomes for local farmers, teaches the practice of sacrifice to villagers, and shares the spirit of Eid. Sponsor in South Africa for 2,950 Rand, Africa for 2,000 Rand, Afghanistan at 4,500 Rand per share, or other countries around the world. Donate your Qurbani with AMA and know that your sacrifice brings the mercy of food, empowerment, and joy to communities in need.
Abu Huraira narrated that he heard the Prophet Muhammad, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, say, "In black seed there is a healing for every disease except death. Experience the health benefits of this ancient blessed seed by using the Tib Black Seed range. Black seed assists the body to boost immunity, regulate blood sugar levels, reduce inflammation, and act as a potent antioxidant. Experience a holistic approach to health by introducing the Tib Black Seed range into your routine. Available in capsules, pure cold-pressed oil, and a vapor rub. Trust Tib Health Sciences for quality black seed products. For more information, visit blackseed.co.za. Available at leading pharmacies.
Connect and stay ahead with Salam Media. This is Salam Media, coming to you live from South Africa.
It is 8:23 a.m. Welcome back. This is News and Views on Salam Media, and our first guest on the morning is Alie Komape. He is with Africa for Palestine, and we're talking about the outrageous behavior by SAPS yesterday at Loftus Versfeld, where, was it yesterday or Saturday? Ali will correct me there, where 5 activists, red card Israeli, well, they're not Israeli, but local people that were protesting. And of course, that protest was hashtag red card Israel. And these are the activists at a soccer match at Loftus in Pretoria. And during this protest, people were manhandled, they were pepper sprayed. And obviously, this was totally unacceptable. Let's hear how, how it further developed and what is the state of the people that were arrested. Welcome back, Alie Komape.
Yes, thanks again. I think let's just clarify this. It was not a protest. We were not there to protest. If we wanted to protest, we would have done the due process. We would have applied. It was not a protest, and I believe that besides me being an activist, I'm a soccer fan. I went there to watch South Africa play. I went there to support South Africa. In addition to that, I had a message to send to FIFA, a footballing federation. It wasn't a protest, and I think that must be corrected. So as I was saying,
all right, Ali, I think media is, touting this as a protest. What would you say it was then? Because generally, when people do placard, we term it as a protest. What would you like it to be termed as?
It was not a protest. It was people who went to watch soccer. And if you watch football, people carry placards saying whatever message it says. People carry flags of their country. People carry flags of their favorite team. For instance, I was wearing my favorite Kaizer Chiefs flag on my head. I support Kaizer Chiefs. We won on Saturday. So when you go to a stadium, the people do different things. It's just that we were doing something that we coordinated. We had said, okay, let's go in this particular number, and we went. In fact, the people who were supporting Malawi, who are probably, I would like to think that the Malawi immigrants in this country, them themselves were pretty much organized to go watch their team play. So we were organized for going to support South Africa at the stadium, but in addition to that, send a message that Israel must be kicked out of FIFA at the relevant soccer game of South Africa versus Malawi. So I think it was not a protest. We've never said it's a protest. We've never insinuated it was a protest. If we wanted to protest, we would have done it. But it was not. It was a coordinated action of us going to support our team, and in addition to that, send a message that we've been doing for quite some time. And I think that's how it should be communicated. So they came in and unprovoked. we were not violent. We were not infringing on anyone's rights. And like I said, when they came in and said, you must take, we want to take away your banners, we want to take away your placards. We said, no, no, it's fine. We can argue with authorities. Maybe one or two people complained, and we will deal with this after the fact. We think this is a violation of our freedoms, our freedom of speech, and our freedom of association, and so on. But then it just escalated. They assaulted us, they pepper sprayed us, and things got really heated because, like I said, there were minors there as young as 4 or 5 years old. There were elderly people there with underlying conditions. I was saying, thank goodness no one was asthmatic in our group, because if someone was asthmatic, something fatal could have happened because of the pepper spray. That's assaulted a lot of us, and at the end they arrested 5 of people that we were with. And I think it's even the characterization that we're activists, it might not be quite correct. They are ordinary people who just went there to support soccer and to support the cause. And they were arrested. So 5 people are arrested at the Sunnyside police station. We
On
have
what
legal.
grounds? On what
Uh,
grounds?
we at this point we are not very much sure what they are charged with, but we know that the police have indicated they want to charge them with malicious damage to property. They want to charge them with assault on a police officer. They want to charge them with some CISRA Act or something along those lines. But these are all frivolous charges. They're throwing everything to the wall and to see what sticks. And I think it's ridiculous. The police came in, and I think, just for the record, we believe that South African police services are people who support us and support our cause and support our freedoms. In fact, we believe that wherever we are gathered, South African police services are there to protect us. We believe that it's the stadium management that had instructed them to do this particular action. It's the stadium management that instigated this. So when we were coming in the stadium, for instance, and we were wearing our t-shirts, the police officer was jokingly saying, please give us t-shirts as well. Police officers are members of society. They're South Africans. They love us, and they agree with what we're doing from one extent to the other. The South African police officers are generally our people. They are our fathers. They are our brothers. They are there was an instigation from the stadium management, we believe, or from someone higher up who said, "I don't appreciate that messaging. Please take care of it." Because if really we were infringing on anybody's rights, why did they wait for the second half? Why did they wait for us to stand there, sing, be jovial, vibe, dance to the stadium, support our team, scream, shout, whatever? Why did they wait for the second half? A whole 45 minutes, probably an hour passed with us being there, being peaceful, doing nothing to nobody. Why did they wait until that long? We believe somebody saw it probably on TV, or somebody was sent a photo, somebody did not appreciate our messaging, and then they got an instruction to say, we believe probably the stadium management lied to the subs and said, look, there are people there doing provoking
Okay,
others or whatever.
so we're running out of time now, Ali. What happens next now? What about those people that are still, as I understand, still in custody?
We have our legal counsel with they are dealing with the issue. We were hoping they will be released yesterday, but we strongly believe they will be released today. These are frivolous charges; nothing will stick. We believe they'll be released today. It's unfortunate that they slept in jail cell. I mean, you can't leave your house on a beautiful Sunday to watch soccer. The next thing you end up in a jail cell with common criminals over the weekend. And
Okay, unfortunately, we've lost Ali's sound there as well. I think we're going to have to wrap up. We have our other guest standing by as well. This is, of course, a developing story, and undoubtedly, we will get updates from you in the course of the week. So thank you for being with us. All the best.